if I wanted to make it and be from Vallejo, I had to do everything that niggas in big cities have to do times 10. And I had to build the infrastructure versus just being able to walk down the street and there's a label office that you could sit in front of and pass CDs and somebody might run it. Ain't nobody gonna run into me and find me out here and be like, nigga, I'm assigned. That don't happen out here. You feel me? So the work that you got to do is just different. So some people just copy and paste and they wonder why they don't get the same results. It's like, bro, because we seen it's the same thing, but copy, edit, paste, add your own, and then put that shit up.
Why is it important for you, like, to not sign a deal?
It's not important to not sign a deal. It's important to not sign a bad deal.
Yeah.
I do deals.
That's true.
Love deals. Deals are great. Everyone loves deals. But I don't like bad deals or deals that just doesn't align with my ethics or deals that have people behind them that don't truly believe in what I'm building or understand it. It just doesn't make sense to me. Like I don't ever want to be hindered by a contract.
Yeah.
And someone to be able to tell me what I can and can't do with the business that I spent all of my earnings in life building. Like that shit just, it's unsensible. And like y'all see the daily strolls, that's my morning walk. That's what I do, camera on or camera off. We have those same conversations. So it's like all of those, every moment of life is worthy of that. Like, bruh, we know the Kardashians solely because they documented their life. Not because they did anything significant, but because the world got to see their life documented. The same when T.I. did that. It works for anybody. Anybody today can start documenting their life. And they're like, I'm a person and I'm just trying to figure out what I'm going to do in life. And by that 5th year, they're going to have a completely different audience who are just like, wow, we watched it. You know, like it works for anybody. Everything doesn't have to be a highlight reel. Being a great human. I think it's no secret. I think that's the only way you can. People want to work with and for great people. You can only find great people if you are a great person and you resonating at a certain frequency. You know, shit don't attract bees, it attract flies. Honey attract bees. You feel me? So like you don't really get to determine that. You just gotta be, you either honey or you shit, and you gonna attract based on whichever one you are.
With this like kind of insane output that you guys are able to do, how do you guys avoid like burnout?
We do what we love to do.
Yeah.
I think that's as simple. Like, I don't think you avoid burnout. I think anyone who thinks they could run a marathon and not get tired at any point is insane.
Yeah.
Like you're going to be tired and you're going to need to rest, and then you're going to get back and start running again. You feel me? Like it's not something to avoid. It's something to embrace. You're going to be tired. You just worked your ass off. That's going to happen.
Why do you think like you've been able to pass people that are, you know, signed or whatever?
I do it every day.
I said, why though? Like, why you think you've been able to? Like, I guess
I do it every day. You barely see a nigga who made it. You feel me? So it's just your experience is different because you might not ever witness it, but you still gotta have that energy in you. Like, I'm gonna do it though. You feel me? Even though you don't see nobody else around you doing it and you don't see no outlets, you still gotta be like, but I'm gonna do it, you know? Once you start digging a hole, you start to figure out all the things you could put inside and around it. You feel me? Like you start adding swimming pools and you put trees around it. And it all started from that initial digging when you don't even know what's going to go in there. But you just start. Everything else will come to you. A goal, not the goal.
Yeah.
A goal. I always used to go in meetings and be like, man, if 1 million people see me, I know people gonna fuck with me. And I used to always ask them, like, how can I get in front of 1 million people? So that's always been a goal. You know, every year I usually make like a marathon list of things that I want to attain. And 1 million followers was on there because I knew how much work it would take for me to get that. You know, like some people get 1 million followers off like a viral moment or like a fluke thing or through the infrastructure. But I knew for me to get it, it was going to take a lot because it was brick by brick. It's like building a house with 1 million bricks, and I laid every single one myself by hand. Even when you doing nothing or you figuring out what you going to do, that's doc worthy or vlog worthy because somebody else is in that phase. Some like we just sit in here and have conversations sometimes, and that's literally the content.
I watched something from like way earlier when I was doing my research, and like you talked about how like it was 50 people that bought some package like back in the day, and they gonna get a ticket to the biggest show ever in some years. When is that show? Like, and is it only limited to that 50 people, or is everybody gonna be in there?
2026 is not limited to them.
That's what I thought.
But they get in free and they get front row seats, man. If you got a gold card, when we start doing them arena shows, you living different, cause nigga can come backstage. Nigga, what's that? It's just a different. It's a whole different system that you get to be a part of because you supported and you adopted something early, and I'm gonna make sure to honor that. Like, we really got a plan, and when them arena shows come, them the niggas who really like get to be like, bro, we knew this was happening and we in here.
Them the niggas that got early on the stock. They bought Amazon in 1997. They got
early on the stock and they finna hit. They finna hit. It's like, bro, we ain't even got rolling. Some of these artists do 400, 500, 600 million streams a year. It's like, we ain't even got rolling. I'm just getting started.